Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to this platform where I will be showing you how this automatic school timetable works. So this is the interface where you have the subjects. You can see suitable for all classes, but this particular version is for secondary school, where you have the junior school subject. It is fully editable. You have the GS1 up to GS3. The platform will help you as you put in the subject on the timetable. This is the page where you see the counting, the periods as you enter it on the timetable counting. This is for GS1. It will sum it up. The same thing for GSS2. It will sum it up. For this particular edition, we have 33 periods across different classes. GS1, GS2, GS3. As you can see underneath, you have the total of each of the entry on the main timetable. This one settles for GSS class, the junior class. As you can see, the subject and the allocation of periods. Now let's move to the senior school as well. We have the senior school subject segment, where you have all the subject that is offered in this particular senior secondary school. It is fully editable and you can put in your own subject as well as a combination. Just like the junior school, it also sums as you put in the subject on the main timetable. It tells you how many appearance these subjects are having, and as it happens for GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, SS1, SS2, now SS3. So as you slot in the periods in the timetable, it sums it up. It tells you how many times they've appeared and calculates the total periods offered in that particular session of the school per week. So this segment settles out of the senior secondary school. This one is for the junior. Now the total of everything is just to tell you how the timetable, the statistics of the timetable generally, the statistics of the, and it works for both primary session and secondary session. Now there are two tabs in this particular program. The first tab you just watched was the analysis tab. Now this is the main timetable tab, the timetable sheets, where you have distributions across different days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then you can see up to Friday. Yes, and you see how the subjects are evenly distributed across each day. Now in this particular program, you don't have to type at all, and everything has its own time range, just like the normal timetable, our usual timetable. You have the first period 40 minutes, second period 40 minutes, and again the subjects you don't have to type. You just have to pick from the drop down list. So there is no need for you typing and retyping. As you can see, so you can select your subject based on your choice from the drop down list. Okay, so for this particular class, this is in the GSS session. So we have different subjects distributed across. Also the SS session, the subjects that are listed in the SS are different from that of the GSS. And if you scroll down, you see the list as we see in the first sheet that we talk about, as in this particular sheet. Yes, so as I'm entering subjects in the timetable, it will be counting here, and the subject I enter here will be what will be displayed in the correct section of the class. For instance, from the GS1 to GS3, we have different subjects that are listed. Then SS1 to SS3, we have different subjects that are listed according to how we have seen it on that analysis sheet. Okay, so I've highlighted the senior secondary classes. And the subjects, as you can see, are the same as what we see in the first sheet. And also it settles for free periods. All free periods for different school sessions are colored. For instance, the junior session, the free period is colored letter green, color green rather, sorry about that, color green. And also it settles for special periods like the free periods, club period, sports period, the breaks. We have the long break and the short break. We also have the extracurricular activity on Fridays. So this particular timetable handles, or we can say settles that. Now the most important part of this particular timetable is this session. As you can see my mouse, this is where the daily analysis is done. This is for junior and this is for senior. Now for the junior section, we have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, like that. So any subject that I want to check, it is going to give me the analysis, how many times the teacher is going to enter the class and on which day. It's going to tell you how many times the subject appear on each day and how many times the teacher is going to take that subject for the week in every class. Now there is a drop down list here for the junior session. It tells you, so this is where I will select the subject that I want to search for. This is for the senior session. Once I select that, it's going to display with color. It's going to highlight that subject on the timetable. Yes, once I select a subject there, it's going to highlight the subject, the occurrence of the subject on the timetable. So for instance, let me try to find a subject and how it is distributed on the timetable. Let's say mathematics. Can you see? Once I click on mathematics, it's going to tell me how they appear, how they are distributed, how that subject is distributed across the timetable. Now because that is for senior session, if you check the senior session as I've highlighted it, you will see how many times the teacher will be entering a class across the along the week. On SS1, he appears twice, on Monday, once on at SS2, then 3 times and 2 times in SS3. So this particular table is where you get the distributions of all the subjects. So from here I'll be able to know how many times the teacher will be. Okay, let's take another subject. Let's say agric. You see, agric and food and nutrition is a combined subject. So as you can see in this particular school, rather, as you can see, because I've selected that subject, it has highlighted it. It's a senior subject, so it is highlighted in yellow. That is how we have programmed it, and that this table is telling us how many times they appear in a week and in a class. So it will be very easy for me to know the location of a subject and how many times they appear in a week in a particular class, and it will sum it up. So the teacher have a total of 9 periods for that week. I can say 9 per week. Okay, that is for agric. Okay, let me clear that. Let me go to the junior session now. For the junior session, if this is the table for the junior session, so any selection I made on this place will be displayed in that table. Okay, let me search for, okay, let me scroll up. Okay, let me say BST, basic tech. Now you can see this particular color is green. That is how we have programmed it, so that you'll be able to distinguish between senior subject and junior subject. And you can see the green has shown how it is being distributed on the timetable, and that table is telling us how many times they occur in a week and in a class. So, and you can see it gives us the total of how many times the teacher will be taking that class per week. That is 9 periods per week. 9 periods per week. And it also settles, like I said, the special settles the special periods, the breaks, short break, long break, club activity, fee paying, extracurricular. Now it may be different from your own school, no problem. All these things are editable. They are editable. Your schools may not have 1 or 2 features as we see here, but it is very dynamic. It is not rigid. You can tell us so that we can help you fix that, or we can tell you how to fix that on your own. Now if you check the footer of the timetable, it also lists the teachers in the school, both class teacher and subject teacher. As you can see in this particular case, these are the names of the teacher. It also tells you the number of subjects, or the subjects that are offered in the senior secondary school. All these things will be printed once you print your timetable, and it also prints that of the junior school as well. It prints for that of the junior school as well. So this is the functionality of this wonderful timetable. It is the functionality of the wonderful timetable. Like I said, this particular place, once you make a selection, it's going to be displayed here. So let me add a subject. Let's say verbal, and okay, you see that it has no occurrence yet because I've not selected verbal on the timetable. Now if I now choose to put in verbal, to select verbal from the drop down list, because it's a junior subject, excuse me, because it's a junior subject. Okay, let's search for verbal on the list. As you can see, verbal has been added. So once I click on verbal, if I go back to my analysis sheet, you can see verbal is now 1 for JSS1. You can see, so this is perfectly and very editable. If I put in verbal, it will begin to count, and like that is how it is. So you can put in any subject as you so wish. You can put in any subject as you so wish. So if I come here as well, if I scroll down and I decide to put in verbal, make it 2 times for GSS, you can see verbal is now 1 for GSS1, 1 for GSS2. So it's as easy as that. So once I make any selection from the timetable, this particular page will be counting it for the respective class. All right, let me clear that. Okay, let me find it. Now if I click on verbal, in this case, now you see the 2 appearances of verbal as I have imputed them on the timetable has been highlighted. So I know how verbal is distributed on my timetable, and it is also counting. It is also counting. My verbal is on Monday. Can you see? Because of that is where I've placed it, and it's 2 occurrence from the total per week. So it's this simple, is this fantastic. You can see how fantastic this particular timetable program is. It is that easy. It has the analysis, like I've said. It has, wonderful features that we can make use of, and can make preparation of our timetable a seamless experience. Can make our timetable a seamless experience. So I want to encourage you to contact us so that we can help you deploy this fantastic program at your school. Thank you so much.